Alright guys, so for my Bio 112 Protosome video project, I decided to do squids, so let's get into it. So, introduction. Let's start with their name. As most people know, the common name of a 10-armed marine animal is a squid. Squid belong to the phylum Mollusca, and since there are over 300 species of them, there are lots of scientific names. The squid that interests me the most is the giant squid, and its scientific name is Archaeothus dux. Where does a squid reside, aka where does a squid live? The answer is everywhere in the ocean. There are so many species of squids, and they can literally be found everywhere, no matter the climate, whatever. They can be found everywhere in the ocean. They can range from short, shallow water, where the sun shines bright, all the way to the dark depths of the ocean. Depending on the species, some squid can be found in polar icy oceans, such as like way up north, all the way to warm tropical waters, such as in the Gulf. Squid can also be found in aquariums or even on a dinner plate, and at that point, they are called calamari. How do squids eat? So, squids are really good hunters, and they use a mixture of speed and stealth. Squids have 8 arms and 2 tentacles, making up, 5 or 10 total arms. And the tentacles have suckers on them that help the squid essentially like suction cup onto the prey. And they're basically like underwater grappling hooks. Once they catch the desired prey, squid move the organism up to their beak, which then slices the prey open into bite-sized pieces. They can use their radula, which is like basically like a knife tongue, that can grind up the organism's food or the squid's food. So, predator and prey, and also their unique characteristics. Squids don't just hunt, but they get hunted as well, as every organism does. Luckily for squids, though, they have some unique features that help them hide or distract themselves from predators. Squids have to hide from sharks, large fish, whales, you name it. Squids get eaten. The first being their ink sac, but it's very different from a skunk. A skunk uses an ink sac to deter, and a squid uses an ink sac to hide. Squid can spray ink while being chased, which can make the water very murky, and it gives the squid that extra second to be able to escape. So imagine you're chasing someone, spray a deterrent, they're gone. Another characteristic that squid can have is the ability to camouflage through a skin cell called chromatophores. It's almost like a chameleon, but it's not. They can do it instantly and to a lot of different colors, actually. Squid can perfectly blend themselves in with like a rock, and like in an instant, allowing them to not be seen by any predators. All right, this is a fun picture. At first, you probably can't spot the squid, but as you look at it, you can. This is a perfect example of how they can physically be their atmosphere or be their environment. They're really good at hiding. Okay, so the tree of life. Squids belong to the mollusk family, and they are very different from other organisms in the phylogeny, such as snails or clams. It was crazy to me whenever I was doing all this research, and I guess after our Lab 7, that snails and clams, they both have shells, are in the same phylogeny as squids. So that's a really interesting fact. The class they're in is called Cephalopoda, which means head and foot. And when you think about it, if you look at a squid's anatomy, it actually makes sense considering like their tentacle / arms / feet, whatever anybody wants to call them, are coming directly from their head. So that's another cool fact. Squids are probably the most cool and adventurous side of the mollusk family, not just being like snails or clams where they just chill. So this is an interesting shot of a squid spraying ink that I found. Before I was doing this research like in depth, I thought squid's ink was black, but no, it's like it could be green. It could be a variety of different colors. So the importance. Squids are much more important than humans think. They do a lot of things. They are very important in the ocean, and they balance the whole food chain. If squids were to disappear, the whole ocean equilibrium would be messed up, and sharks, whales, and even some birds would not be able to eat. For humans, they are a lot more than just like a bite to eat on the dinner table. Squids are really important for scientific research because they are intelligent and have a really unique nervous system. Scientists love to study their nerves and behavior because it helps us know more about science and even ourselves. These are all the sources that I used to do this project. Thank you for watching.